I'm available for all sort of myitlab courses, MS Excel, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, MS Access Mathematics, Accounting and Statistics, Problems Rock.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's session, we are taking Exp25 Excel Chapter 6 Cumulative Assessment Variation Delta P. I will guide you through this video step by step, making it easy for you to follow, and you can done your assignment by watching this video. You can contact me for your assignments, exam, quizzes and for complete course on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp and email are given in the description and shown on my bottom of the screen. I can do all online courses: MyLab Accounting, MyLab Finance, MyLab Excel, MyLab Word, MyLab PowerPoint, Writing, Economics, Java, C++, Python, Nursing, Medical, Web Development and many more online courses. Please reach me out on my WhatsApp and email. My WhatsApp link is given in the description. You can click on my WhatsApp link and directly come on my WhatsApp chat. My WhatsApp scanner is given in the first slide of this video. You can scan my WhatsApp and directly come on my WhatsApp chat and we will deal for this complete course. I will do your art simulation training, all assignments, project, midterm exam and final exam with A+ grade. I am handling many students courses on myitlab, Pearson, Cengage, Type, MC Hill, Simnet, Blackboards and many more colleges and universities. Let's start our assignment to solve it step by step. The title of assignment, first we'll click on enable editing button. You can see this is the title of assignment. I will increase the font size of this title for a proper view in my video. Then I will highlight for a proper view. The title of assignment is Exp25 Excel Chapter 6 Cumulative Assessment Variation Delta Paint. Under this project description, you can see your project description to get idea about your project. The question number 1 is that, first we will select this complete instruction and increase the font size for a proper view in my video. Moving on, question number 1. The question number 1 is that, download and open the file name Exp25 Excel Chapter 6 Cumulative Assessment Variation Delta Paint. XLS. Grader has automatically added your last name to the beginning of file name. Basically in this question we will have to download Excel workbook from Pearson at the lab dashboard portal. I have also downloaded this file from Pearson portal. Now I am going to open my file. Click on this Excel workbook. File is opening right now. You can download this file easily from your Pearson portal. Click on enable editing button. Now we will move on next question. The next question is question number 2. Okay, moving on, next question is question number 2. Question number 2 is that create appropriate range name for total production cost cell B18 and gross profit cell B21 by selection using the value in the left column. Okay, basically in this question we will create appropriate range name for total production cost B18 and gross profit B21. We will select this range, go to the formulas tab. In the defined names group, click on create from selection and click on the left column checkbox, click on OK button. Okay, and gross profit cell B21 by selection. Gross profit B21 by selection. We will select this B21 and go to the formulas tab. In the defined name group, click on create from selection button. Click on left column checkbox, click on OK button. This question is done now. Now we will move on. Next question is question number 3 of this assignment. Question number 3 is that added the existing name range employee hourly wage to hourly-wage 2021. Basically in this question we will added the existing name range. We will copy this hourly wages 2021. We will go to the home Excel workbook, go to the formulas tab. In the defined name group, click on name manager button. We will click on edit button and then we will edit this name hourly wage 2021. Click on OK button. Okay, it's only show hourly wage 2021 right now. Click on OK button. This question is done now. Close this. Now we will move on. Next question is question number 4. I have done 3 questions of this assignment right now. The question number 4 is that use the newly created range name to create a formula to calculate the net profit. Create a range name to create a formula to calculate net profit in cell B21. Net profit is equal to gross profit minus total production cost. This is the formula in cell B21. Okay, we will go to our Excel workbook and click on cell B22, and then we will enter a formula. Net profit is equal to gross profit minus total production cost. Click on cell B22, press is equal to. Okay, gross profit minus total production cost is cell B18. Gross profit minus total production cost in cell B18. Simply we will press enter. It will be show net profit in cell B22. This is good now. Now we will move on next question. I have done 4 questions of this assignment right now. Question number 5 is that, highlighted this, create a new worksheet labeled range names. Paste the newly created range name information in cell A1 and resize the column as needed for proper display. Basically in this question we will create a new worksheet, okay, and then we will assign the name of new worksheet to range names. We will go to our Excel workbook and click on this plus sign. New sheet will be created. Now we will have to assign the name of new sheet is range name. We will copy this name, range name, and then we will assign the name of new sheet to range name. Right click on sheet 1 tab, click on rename button. Okay, we will simply copy and paste it, then press enter. The sheet 1 to have to assign the name of range name. I have assigned the name to sheet 1 to name range names. Now paste the newly created range information in cell A1. Now we will click on cell A1. Okay, so we will go to the formulas tab in the defined name group and click on use in formula button and click on paste name and click on paste list. Okay, this is done. Now resize the column as needed for a proper display. Now we will resize the column as needed for a proper display. We will select this 2 column, go to the home tab, in the cells group click on format tab, format button, click on auto fit column width. Okay, this is good. Okay, now we will move on. Next question is question number, okay, I have done this question. Now we will move on next question. You can see I have done this question so well. Question number 6 is that, I have highlighted this first for a proper view. On the forecast sheet, start in cell E3, complete the series of substitution value ranging from 10 to 200 at increment of 10 gallons vertically down column E. Okay, on the forecast sheet, start in cell E3. We will switch our forecast sheet. The forecast sheet is displayed now. Now click on cell E3. Okay, complete the series of the substitution value ranging from 10 to 200 at increment of 10 gallons vertically down column E. Okay, we will enter 10 in cell E3. Now we will go to the, okay, 200 the increment of 10 gallon. We will go to the home tab, in the detail group click on fill series button, click on series. Okay, we will click on column checkbox, and then step value is 10 and the stop value is 200. Type 200 and click on column checkbox. Simply click on OK button. This is so good now. Now we will move on next point. Question number 7. The next question is question number 7. I highlighted this. Enter references to the total production cost, gross profit, and net profit cell in the correct location F2, G2 and I2 respectively. For a one variable data table, use range name where indicated. Okay, first we will click on cell F2 and then we will click on total production cost cell. Press F2, press is equal to, and then total production cost is here in cell B18. Click on cell B18, then press enter. Okay, now we will click on cell G2 and then we will click on gross profit. Click on cell G2 and then click on gross profit in cell B21. Cell B21, press enter. Now we will click on cell H2 and then we will click on net profit cell in correct locations. Click on cell H2. We will go to the net profit. Okay, in cell B22, net profit cell B22, press enter. It will be show net profit in here. This is good now. Now we will move on. Next question is question number 8. I have done 7 questions of this assignment so far. Question number 8 is that complete the one variable data table in the range E2 to H22 cell B4 as the column input cell and then format the result with accounting number format with 2 decimal places. Okay. Complete the one variable data table in the range E2 to H22. We will select this E2 to H22. We will select this range. Go to the data tab B4 as the column input cell. Okay. So we will go to the data tab. In the forecast group, click on what if analysis button. So we will click on data table. Column input cell is B4. Simply click on OK button. This data table will be completed. Now we will move on. Next point. This question is done. The first point of this question is done. The second point of this question is that, and then format the result with accounting number format with 2 decimal places. We will select this result. Go to the home tab. In the number group, apply accounting number format with 2 decimal places. Okay, this is also accounting number format with 2 decimal places. This is good. Now we will move on. Next question is question number 9. The question number 9 of this assignment is that apply custom number formats to make the formula reference appears as descriptive column headings in F2 total cost, in G2 gross profit, in H2 net profit. Bold and center the heading and substitution value. Basically in this question we will have to apply a custom number formats. Okay, first we will copy this total cost for cell F2. We will click on cell F2. Go to the home tab. In the number group, open number launcher box. Go to the custom and then go to the general. We will remove this general and enter inverted commas and then we will type total cost and then we will close this inverted commas. Now we will click on OK button. You can see this custom number format is added. Now we will click on cell G2 and then now we will click on cell G2 and then we will enter a custom number format is gross profit. Click on cell G2. In the home tab, in the number group, open number launcher box. Go to the custom and we will go to the journal. Remove this journal and enter inverted commas and then we'll type gross profit and then we will close this gross profit is inverted commas. Now we will click on OK button. You can see in cell G2 custom number format is added now. Now we will click on cell H2 and then we will enter net profit. Click on cell H2. We will go to the number launcher box, go to this custom and go to the general. We will remove this general. In inverted commas, we will type net profit and close this net profit in inverted commas. Click on OK button. You can see I have done this question. First I have enter custom number format in cell F2. Now total cost. Then I have enter custom number format in cell G2 gross profit. Then I have enter custom number format in cell H2 net profit. Now we will move on next point of this question. The next point of this question is bold and center the headings and substitution value. Simply we will select these 3 values. Bold, we will go to the home tab. In the font group, apply bold and go to the alignment tab. Home tab. In the alignments group, we will apply center the alignment. Now we will select the substitution value of this table. This is the substitution value of this table. Now we will apply bold in the font group. Then we will apply center the alignment in the alignment group. on this substitution value. Okay, you can see I have done this question so well. Now I am going to do next question of this assignment is question number 10. Question number 10 is that copy the number of gallons production substitution value from the one variable data table and then paste the value in starting in cell E26. Basically in this question, we will copy the number of gallons produced substitution value. Okay, we will simply copy the substitution value in this table, then we will paste this substitution value starting in cell E26. We will copy this substitution value. Okay, control plus C for copy. Now we will and then paste the value starting in cell E26. We will go to the cell E26, then we will simply paste this value, this substitution value in cell E26. Okay, you can see this is so good. Now we will move on next. Next question is question number 11. Enter $15 in cell F25. Complete the series of substitution value from $15 to $14 at $5 increments. Okay, we will click on cell F25. Enter $15 in cell F25. Now complete the series of substitution value from 15 to 40 at $5 increment. We will go to the home tab and then in the editing group click on fill series button, click on series. Okay, step value is 5% and stop value is 40 and click on OK button. This is complete. Okay, you can see I have done 11 question of this assignment in my video. Total question is 25. It's mean I have done 60 to 70% of assignment in my video. For remaining questions